It's funny, these videos weren't made for these times, but I think they were made for these times. I just took some time to interview some different dads. Today we're talking with Paris Cunningham and just celebrating the amazing fathers that we have. So many in this world, and we really just need to sit down and focus on our families, again, with the chaos that's going on, that we can be confident men at home raising our children. So check out this interview with Paris Cunningham. Thank you. And so I'm starting this interview now with Paris Cunningham. Paris used to be in the Bronx. He used to be a young campus minister. We actually did a campus ministry for a few months together, probably. And now to see you grown up and working with the church over there by Princeton University and Mercer County, wherever you are over there. But you're just a great guy. Like, I look up to you, even though you're my little brother. So just share some highs and lows of being a father, especially in this time. There's your little beauty, little princess, Mina. Hi. So share for us, Paris. What are some hard things about being a dad right now in these times?
Hard things about being a dad. I don't really look at it like as these times, because I think that there's always times that are harder than where I'm at now. You know what I mean? I could have been a dad in the 1950s, a black dad in the 1950s. I could have been a black dad in the 1800s. So I don't really compare the times, but in terms for me, like, what's hard to be a dad, period, is, I guess it's always just the uncertainties of, are you doing it right? You know what I mean? Like, the decisions you're making, the foundation you're trying to lay, little things on, are you going to be able to provide for your family, that you give them a safe place to grow and to reach self-actualization, so am I giving them the food, the shelter, the clothing, the love that they need? I think that's the hard thing, especially when I didn't have a father growing up in house like that. So that was always a big thing. Like, you don't really have a good model. So are you a good model?
And I again, like I said, I remember you coming as a young man into the Bronx to try and help out with ministry and stuff like that, and just trying to find the different older men that you were working with, and them trying to help you and shape your life. And now you're helping so many other men. So just give us a quick, in 5 minutes or less, like, what do you do well now? Because you do a lot of things well, but how can you inspire some of the other young men who are trying to do this?
I think what I was blessed with is exactly what you shared. I think that God just placed in my life just so many fantastic examples of fatherhood. I just remember coming into the Bronx and hearing stories of men who were here, like, came from, like, just crazy backgrounds, whether it been, drugs or just, just living life the way they want to. But then when I'm looking at them, I'm seeing, like, these, they're great fathers. They have careers. They own homes. They're stable. And I'm like, how did you go from this to this, And I just submitted myself to their mentorship. And I had many mentors. In the Bronx, I had many just brothers that I looked up to that were great examples, Stanley Gibson, Buddy, Antoine. Like, these guys were just great examples of me. I'm just like, what it means to be a father, what it means to be a husband, what it means to be a black man in America that, could rise above what they're dealing with. And so I've always been inspired by them. James French Amore, is a great father, that inspires me. How to be a black man in
America. Thank you.
So no, I just but the mentorship has been huge. I think because I was poured in so much, I'm able to pour out so much, and I think that was priceless for me.
And I think like you said, it's I think about who you are, and even as we talk about race, I know you just do really well with that. Like, where you are in New Jersey, you're on the brink of many different social, economical, you got at Princeton, the intelligent, Asian college student that's there. You got the Caucasian guy who owns a multi-million-dollar company, and then you got poverty level over there. Like, how do you keep everyone together? Not talking about, but not also just putting to the side. Oh, that this is not real. Like it's real. How do you keep that all together? Again, teaching your kids as they're growing up, because they have so much diversity in their life, to be able to like see, hey, we can do this.
Yeah. One of the things that I was sharing, I was with a group. We got these things that we call ventilation groups in Central Jersey. And, when times like this happen, it's an opportunity for people to get into these groups and be able to vent, honestly, like what's going on, what they're feeling, what they're dealing with. And one of the things that I shared is that I had to unplug from social media for myself. Because one thing I realized is that I'm so caught up with what's going on around the world that I'm not plugged into what's going on in my neighborhood.
Yep.
And what's going on in my reality. And for a lot of reasons I've shared this. I think a lot of, Black and brown people right now is not a good time to be on social media, because the images and the rhetoric, I don't think it's healthy for your mental health. I don't think it's a safe space. I think it creates a level of PTSD if you're not careful. Seeing these things and hearing these things. But I also think it detaches you from your reality around you. And I think that's something that I've been trying to make sure I plug into consistently, like the people around me. I listen, I communicate. I don't think that your reality doesn't distort reality, you know what I mean? And so, but your reality is true. And I think, whether I'm talking to someone who's, a white, entrepreneur, well off in their life about racial issues with minority groups, or I'm talking with someone who's from the same hood that I grew up in. I mean, I think that there's a common language of being able to first listen and then educate. And you got to remove yourself from social media. The rhetoric and the way that we communicate online, I think it's not conducive to really being able to have a constructive conversation with people in real life.
Great.
So.
And that's it. We're wrapping up here just to give some positivity in there, because there's no negative. There's negative stuff going around, but we don't need any more negative. Like, you're a great example of a dad, and I'm glad that we can work together again.
Hey, kiddos.
Hey, kiddos. All right. Signing off. I love your dad. Tell dad I love you, Dad. You're a great example. So we'll talk soon. Maybe we'll revisit, and hopefully you'll give a chance for people to vent and talk about stuff, and bring peace to the chaos that's going on right now. And just that's it. Focus on your home and your family and doing what you need to do. Love you, man.
Start there.